It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Spurs, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they recognize how critical this stretch of the season is. They're in the playoff picture right now, and they are focusing on hitting their stride as we head into the postseason.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward. Castle. And it's good off the back rim and in. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Oh, he's a big guy, but he's also very athletic. Hartenstein playing well above the rim.
Pass to Castle. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. On the wing, Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
They're making room for the big guy. I like Holmgren calling for help so he can find his shot.
It's Vassell on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets out the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Spurs. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. So it's the Thunder now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. And that one, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Castle. Launches a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. A moment here now to see the numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 6. And there's Holmgren. That's good. On the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
To the inside, Wembanyama. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the game.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Now, here's Dort. Scoreless thus far. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox.
Oh, man, and the defense now sees SGA taking flight. It's just too much.
And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. Now Barnes. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. And the basket by Castle.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Oh, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Castle on the wing. And the Spurs another 3.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's SGA. 11 points in the game. Misses in close.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've just been the better team. They've been more aggressive, which is why they hold a double-digit lead.
Stephon Castle, he's been the guy making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Mitchell. Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Wallace in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Barnes. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Wallace. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
On the wing, Barnes. Here's Castle. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his third assist on the night. To the middle. Here's Joe. Rebound, San Antonio. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
The three from Barnes. The kick out to Harper. Three-pointer. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
This is such a hard stat category to predict year over year. You can have a year where you're just on fire, racking up a steal or 2 per game. And then other years, it just doesn't work that way. Doesn't mean he's a non-factor on defense. He helps his teams in other ways.
Wallace, the pass to Mitchell. There's a screen by Williams. Here's Wallace. The Thunder with another miss. San Antonio leading by 14. Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong, they have something to build off of.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Pass to Joe. Fires the three. Vassell grabs the board. So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Spurs.
Yeah, you can see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Well, they just never looked comfortable out there, and part of that is the defense they were facing.
Jalen Williams is checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. Harper against SGA. Off target from three-point range.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Luke Cornett. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Castle. And a wide open look for SGA. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, that's why SGA has proven he's one of the most natural scorers in this league.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. Over Williams. And the basket by Vassell. 8 points for Devin Vassell.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dort kicks to Holmgren. And the jump by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Hartenstein. And that one's good. Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 8.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Vassell outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. 1:10 left to play here in the half. SGA against Fox, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Wembanyama outside. They double team Wembanyama. The tray. Fox, no good. Thunder trailing by 18. Pass to SGA. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
It's Wembanyama at the elbow. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't hit from 12.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And so it's San Antonio controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We come back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look here at the Thunder, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run. These guys will be tough to beat in a 7-game series.
And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Thunder.
Yeah, they're going up against some good shooters. Can't give guys room to operate. You have to crowd them, make them put the ball on the floor.
Sound recommendations from Dr. O'Neill. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen Stephon Castle having a really great game.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And it's Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. And for all the talk, Tim, about Lou Dort's defense, how about his growth as a shooter?
Well, I think he understood to get more minutes, he had to be more consistent as a shooter. The defense has always been there, but the steady improvement has come with his three-point shooting, which makes him now an elite 3-and-D wing.
Holmgren sets the screen for SGA. Good on the three-point shot. SGA's got 18 points.
If Gilgeous-Alexander gets into this kind of rhythm from deep, he is even more dangerous.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama, and it's good for 2. 12 points for Victor Wembanyama.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Over in the corner, Williams. Three-pointers off the mark. Spurs leading by 21. Here's Champagnie. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting team. In third, the Thunder.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
.90 seconds now into the second half. A floater. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Castle. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Castle's got 23.
Now, that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. And the potential Castle has is intriguing. When he's scoring like this, you wonder how dominant he can be moving forward.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 7 points for the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Torch gets it to go.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
For San Antonio, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Sinks the triple.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Here's SGA. Makes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20.
Oh, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Jalen Williams is all-purpose. Thunder coach Mark Daigneault said, "You really can't find a weakness in his game. His greatness is the cumulative effect of all the things that he does. Basketball is a complex game. You can't be good at just one thing and be a great player, but he is good at everything." Guys?
All purpose. Thank you, Allie. That's good from Castle. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Outside, SGA. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. To the paint. Holmgren with the steal. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And here's Barnes for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Barnes has got 5 now.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
From deep, SGA drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, SGA loves this duel. He'll trade threes all night long.
On the wing, Johnson from outside the arc, and the Spurs another three.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
There's Williams with the three, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, that's the modern NBA right now. Give up a three on one end and have an answer the other way. Williams, great job with the response.
Barnes trying to free himself up. Chalk up two there. And that's now 9 points for Dylan Harper.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Here's Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
And the basket by Castle.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Harper's shot's good. With 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Stephon Castle, he's been the guy making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So it's the Spurs now. So for Oklahoma City right now, Holmgren is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Isaiah Joe. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Wallace in at the small forward.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
Holmgren outside. Pass to Wallace. The three. Good on the triple.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Harper's shot's good.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Mitchell a screen on Bryant. Holmgren outside. Olynyk with the steal. Bryant with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And Bryant throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And there it is for them.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Pass to Holmgren from downtown. San Antonio with the rebound. Johnson surveying the floor. Olynyk sets a screen for Johnson. Down low. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Olynyk's got his first 2 points of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Wiggins, and he converts the layup. Wiggins has got his first points of the game.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Mitchell dishes to Holmgren. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Harrison Barnes. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Wiggins. And SGA's subbed in for Mitchell. Here's Harper. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Harper the pass to Bryant. Over Wallace. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Harper against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fades back. Holmgren can't hit. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And it's Bryant in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 6 assists in the game.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Spurs have gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
They set the pick. Pass to Joe. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside. Joe's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They've played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63. Buries the long-range jumper.
I love the compact stroke there for Olynyk.
The Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Pass to Joe. Williams against Olynyk. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
San Antonio ball.
Barnes is checked in for San Antonio. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Isaiah Joe. San Antonio's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Pass to Johnson. Harper with a screen on Dort. Johnson, the pass to Harper. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Alexander. First personal foul. First team foul. Harper. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And Harper drops them both. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Outside Williams. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson with the rebound. Harper up top. over Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. There was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Stephon Castle.